we come to learn that it is the seemingly inconsequential events of our lives that truly end up defining our past and leading us to this present moment, to right here, right now, because that's all that matters. So don't fear the moment, own it. Don't be afraid to control it, because if all we have is right now, then you better get going and don't look back.
So hey guys, how are you doing today? So today it is the long-awaited get ready with me / chit chat video. Very scary thing, but very necessary thing to do. Yeah, if you can tell by my voice, I have like a really bad cold. Like I have a flu. Like I'm actually like dying. I'm so hot right now, but the things that I do for you, you know. Actually, now I'm always on my grind, so I never stop, even if I'm ill. Yeah. One time I actually went to school with chicken pox. I knew I had chicken pox, but I still went. I'm going to be doing a full hair tutorial, makeup, and just talking through. With the makeup, I'm just gonna list. I'm gonna list everything on the screen, yeah, so that you can like see what I'm using. That way, I don't have to be like and all that long stuff. So I've never done one of these before, so I'm a bit nervous. But yeah, first off, I'm gonna start off with the hair. And as usual, everybody who asks me like what type of hair I should use, what type of hair they should use, what's good for beginners, I always say, oh my god, her hair. And I'm just going to be using like a nice silky one. I didn't know what to use, but I thought a nice silky beautiful hair would, you know, do the trick. It's all virgin hair, you know, so it's like it's really soft and it's really, really nice. So I always say like, oh my god, her hair is like cheap wigs, like what, $150, $160. So yeah, I'm just gonna put that on over the wig cap and just like secure it. This is a 360 wig, but I don't really do 360 wigs. I don't tie them up. I prefer to just tie up my own like natural hair. So this is how the wig's looking right now. So what I'm going to be doing is just like styling this and then come. So to stick down my hair, I use the Got To Be Glued spray, and I just like put it. Oh shit! Why did it go up there? Oh god. That is jokes. So yeah, I just use that to stick down my hair. It doesn't break the front of my hair because I don't sleep with it on, and I use water to take it out. And I always wash the front of my hair as well. So that's basically what I do to stick down the wigs. Just make sure that it's like pressed down. Okay, looks good. I've tied it down, so now I'm just gonna blow dry it a little bit on like a warm heat till I get it to set. You definitely need to check out, oh my god, her hair. I always wear their wigs, if you haven't noticed. Always, always, always. They're absolutely great quality. So yeah man, what are you waiting for? The link will be in the description bar below. So now for the makeup. So as you guys know, I'm an immigrant. I am from Jamaica, St. Thomas. Basically, when I moved to the UK, I thought it was the most happiest time of my life. But then little did I know I came here to actually suffer. You know how it is. I've got family members in the UK. I've got a lot of relatives. I think more here than in Jamaica. So yeah, I was just living here with my mom and stuff like that, and my stepdad and all that. And home life, it was very troubling for me, and I never really told my mom the reasons why. But I think it's to do with my stepdad. And she had her own issues with him too, which was just bare long. But who don't have family drama? Everybody has like some sort of thing going on in their family members that you don't really speak out on. But fast forwarding on to when my mom left and went back to Jamaica, that reason was also because of man. You know, I think like when Jamaican men come to the UK, they lose their mind. And I'm speaking from experience, I feel like they just always mess up and they do us dirty, especially when the women are the ones that help them out. So she left me here with someone, and as soon as my mom left, yeah, like, she kicked me the hell out. And that's when, you know, the problem started for me in life. She's like, you're gonna have to find somewhere to go because you're never here. But the reason for me never being home was because I always put my head into school and into college to pass because my mom's left here. It's just me. I want to make sure that I do well, you know. Like, F you then, I'll go find somewhere else to stay. I went back to live in the flat that my mom and I and my stepdad used to live in. Nobody was there, so I went to stay in there. I had like a job at a chicken shop. I need to do my makeup. I had like a job at a chicken shop here, like working on like £3 an hour, living in a flat that cost more than my paycheck. That you just eat on my own paycheck. The reason why I felt like I became homeless was because you know, when you live here, like, you have to kind of like save for your passport and your citizenship, and nobody sorted that out for me. The person who was meant to do it, yeah, he kicked me out. Like, my guardian, he kicked me out before he could even help me because he didn't want to. You know, I've been here 15 years and I could have gotten like a British passport very, very easily. But I felt like, you know, I'm not their child. I'm nothing to do with them, really. They don't give a shit. They didn't even try or even bother. So they was like, oh, I'm getting evicted, so you need to find somewhere else to live. So I didn't have nowhere else to live, so I just went to go live with some random person. So I was working at a job at like a, I was working at like a Jamaican food shop, and I was getting like, what, £10 a day. You know, so I met a girl there. She was like, you can come live with us. So, you know, because that person didn't want to help me, you know, do better in life. Well, they said that they care about me, but they didn't help or do anything for me. I had to go live with strangers. And that took a turn for the worse, because one of their family members, yeah, used to try and get me to babysit her child all the time, saying, oh, because my family have taken you in, yeah, you have to look after my kid because my family are helping you. But I'm thinking, who are you? So yeah, she had a go at me, and she was like proper on at me. I'm like, you know what, just leave me alone. Then she told me to suck my mom. That's why my mom left me, because, you know, I don't know how to talk to people. And all I said to her is like, I'm not interested in your drama, and I don't want to babysit your child. If I wanted to babysit kids, I'd have had my own. I don't know you like that. Anyways, I had to just fast forward that bit, because yes, I've done the base on my eyes. I'm just going to be using my Vanity Planet brushes. So I'm just going to be using these to apply my makeup. The brushes are quite soft, so we'll just see how I get through the video with them. The girl also threatened me. She was like, if you don't come out my family house, I'm going to do this to you. So, bruh, I went and stayed with my best friend and his mom. I was sleeping on their floor for about a month and a bit. And then afterwards, she was like, oh, you're going to need to find somewhere else to go, because, like, you know, in church, people are coming around, they see you sleeping on the floor, they're going to think something's going on between you and my son. I'm thinking, what? He's my best friend for years in school. You're going to worry about what church people think? Are you like that judgmental? So then I moved from there to sleeping on the floor at my friend's house. She had like a council flat and it was brand new, so I was sleeping there too. And yeah, it was just really, really depressing. Like, I was thinking, is this what my life has come to? Just me being homeless with nothing, nobody. That was literally the lowest part of my life, the lowest point of my life. Like, I just felt unloved, I just felt undervalued. I felt like I come here, I'm alone, I'm just here to suffer. I don't know what God has planned for me, but I always try to still be a good person. I felt like because of that, I got into relationships that I didn't even need to be in. I dated just so I wasn't feel alone, because I was very alone. I've had domestic abuse. Like, I've got the scar on my arm right there, if you can see. From that, you know, people thinking that because you're on your own that they can take any advantage of you. And sometimes I wish my mom was here, because I felt like people wouldn't have pushed me to the side as much as they did. That, you know, that they wouldn't take liberties with me or anything like that, because I'd have had someone. But I felt like I had no one, even with family members and stuff like that. I had no one. The way I got out of being homeless was I would drag 2 heavy suitcases, yeah, to Birmingham. In Birmingham, to a hostel to ask for somewhere to live because I'm homeless. 2 heavy suitcases on the number 51 bus, yeah. Like 3 to 4 weeks later, I found somewhere, so I stayed in a hostel. Then from the hostel, I got like a council flat. Bear in mind, yeah, I didn't really have much papers, but I had enough that could kind of, you know, get me situated. So yeah, that's what I did. And for me, I always kept my head down. I don't follow behind friend. I was scared because I'm here alone and I don't want to be following behind no friend type of thing, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be in a bad influence. I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, I didn't do anything. I kept to myself and kept myself out of trouble, because my mom leave me here to do good things, yeah, not to actually follow around behind people and, you know, get myself in trouble. So I always stayed to myself. You know, some girls will be like, oh, I ain't got this, let me go find a rich guy. That was not me either. I don't like to use people. I always felt like karma is something that comes back at you. That's why even my previous video was like, girl, go work for yourself, because I know what it's like to not have nothing at all and to actually come up by yourself and actually make something of yourself without having to use no man, get no sponsors, anything like that. You can if you want, but I don't agree with it. I still have morals regardless of what I've been through sleeping on the floor. For like a nice smoky glam type of look, I'm using the Morphe 25A palette, by the way. I'm sorry if I didn't mention that previously. You don't understand, when I got the hostel flat here, the hostel place, it was like a hostel for girls, so it's like you had your own room, there was Wi-Fi, there was everything. I was so grateful to have my own room. I had my own bed. I didn't have to be on the floor no more. You know what I'm saying? And all this time, I had contact with my mom, and we still spoke all the time. And then when I did actually start going about looking after my papers, yeah, I asked family members for help, like, lend me £20, I'll pay you back. I don't like to ask people for anything, but I know for a fact I would have paid them back. So I'd ask for help, but even till now I'm still waiting for £20 to help me pay for my stay in this bloody country. You know what I mean? Like, even till now I'm still waiting. That's why I didn't even tell any of them that. Last February, when around the time I started YouTube, that's when my papers came through and I'm like sorted. And I still haven't told anybody that, you know, but it's now that I'm actually doing something for myself, you know, I'm actually trying, that they want to recognize me and big me up. Hey, Shantana, yeah, do good, yeah, do this, yeah, do that. No, stay away. I forgive, I don't forget. The way you wasn't into me is the same way I'm not into you now. I never begged nothing from you from before, and I'm not going to beg anything now. Just, you know, I'm going to still stay to myself and always be me and doing what I'm doing. Just because you see that I'm doing okay, now you're trying to nice me up. It don't work. Not about that life. You know, you make your bed, you lay in it. But yeah, so last year I got my residency here, so I can, you know, travel and do certain things. I can go see my mom. It's been like 7 years, you know, like 7 years without seeing my mom, and all the values that she taught me, I applied them, and I made sure I kept her out of trouble. I made sure I was a good girl, made sure I was nice to people, made sure I was polite. I just made sure that, you know, I was the woman that she wanted me to be and the woman that I wanted to be. I didn't want to let her down. I know how much, you know how much your mothers sacrifice for you when they come here. It's hard, you know. So that's why I always say to people, don't follow these British kids, you know, running around doing what they're doing. They can afford to do it. They're from here. We're not from here, you know. We have to kind of, you know, be a bit more cautious. We have to be a bit more. Now that the shadow is kind of done, I'm just going to apply my liner. So my mom's prayers definitely did help, you know, like, you know what, yeah, to be honest, it's God at the end of the day for everything that I've been through. At one point, I was working in some baguette shop for £5 an hour, yeah, trying to save money to sort myself out, you know, and while I was waiting for all that thing to come through, I started YouTube. So, like, YouTube for me was just an escape to just express myself, you know. I felt like I didn't have no direction. I didn't know what I was going to do with myself. Like, so, and I was scared I wouldn't get caught and if nothing would come through in terms of like my papers and stuff. So I was really like, I was just really like scared. I'm now going to apply some lashes. These are the Backstage lashes in Chelsea. I'm just going to put these on. I'm really sorry, I can't really do this good in front of the camera, but I'm going to try. And it's on! Boom! I'm just gonna, after I've done my lashes, I'm just gonna use this Loreal Mega Volume Mascara and just like blend my lashes in with the falsies. I sound awful, don't I? I'm just gonna now prime my face with the Smashbox primer. But yeah, as I was saying, I think that YouTube definitely like saved my life in terms of just, you know, like giving me direction, you know, somewhere to focus my energy. My mommy always said I will be a star, but I didn't know what she meant. I didn't believe her because I felt like all through my life I've just been silenced. I felt like I was just always held back. You know, people tell me so many mean things, and I just felt like I was nothing. I was no one. I was here, just sitting here, just like I'm in another person's country where I don't feel welcomed. You know, like I just didn't get it. So this really saved my life. That's why I always say I'll never change. And I know that for a fact I am not the person to change. I'm always going to be shy. I'm using the Vanity Planet brush. This is like a flat top brush. I'm just going to use that to buff this in because I can't. I'm too ill for the whole sponge thing. Yeah. This is actually really, really soft. Really, really soft. Like, I miss using brushes to do this. The foundation that I'm using is the L'Oreal True Match Foundation. This is in 9C. Are you in pain?
Yeah.
How come you're in pain, babe?
Because it's nothing. It actually hurts really bad.
Really? Before I finish off my makeup, I just took the cap off and I've like made a part in like that, and I'm just gonna take some Nude. By the way, I was 17 when I was homeless, all the way up to about 20. So yeah, like, it's taught me that I need my mom. Well, I wanted my mom around. I wouldn't say need, because I still did things in life without her, but I'd wish she was there, like physically, but she was there on the phone talking to me, coaching me through, and praying for me. So that's one thing I realized. And I always listen to her. Like, if she said, oh, that friend ain't good, I listen. I'm like, okay, bye, friend. Because I think that moms know best, and I wish I had a better relationship with her when she was here, but now that I'm not with her, I feel like our relationship is way better. I feel like she's my best friend. I can tell her anything. Before, I never used to be able to tell her anything. I don't know, I was just always scared and shy. I felt like I didn't have a voice, because I felt like my mom was very intimidating before. So I was just like, oh my god, I can't say much to her, she won't understand or get it. But I realized that mama knows, mama gets it. I feel like when you get older, yeah, like that's when the relationship with your mother gets a bit better, because you're both women, you're both grown, so you can actually talk. But when you're a little kid, all you try to do is just fight her about stuff and be like, no, you're wrong, but in fact they actually are, right? You know, one thing my mom always tell me, Shantania, no big friend. Friend are not always good something. Sometimes you see when people are not interested in you, make them go on about them business. You don't have to be interested in them either. Cause when time you do your thing and you do good, that's when they want to know you and try to come tired. You say, Shantania, no. Don't be no fool for no friend. That's what she always told me. And that's why I'm so picky with friends, and I'm like such a good judge of character of people, and I'd rather be on my own than be out chilling with girls trying to pop bottles and try and pull man in. That's why, like, the way I am in life is just, I'm very to myself. If you see on my Snapchat, I'm rarely with people. When I am with people, it's because it takes a lot out of me to actually just leave my house to go chill with people. Billy has to like try to push me like, Shan, just go have fun. So I do try my best to go out and then just like experience life, because I felt like, because I was by myself for so long, I felt like I had nobody to rely on but myself. Like, if I was in hospital, if I was dying, there was nobody I can call. You know, there's nobody that'd be by my bedside, because I just felt like everybody's out for themselves, and they probably just have an excuse as to why they can't make it and be there for me. So yeah, now that I've met Billy, I've just realized that life, you know, is not that serious. Sometimes you need to enjoy yourself, have a bit of fun, go chill with your girls, you know, do new things and stuff like that. Then I'm just gonna use my Fashion Fair blush in the color blush and just put that on my cheeks. I put too much. I forgot how pigmented these bloody things are. Look at my facial. Like, if it wasn't for my mother's guidance and her words and the stuff that she taught me when I was younger, I would have been different. Like, I think it's also the type of person you are. Some people, yeah, they can have parents who teach them values, everything. But if they don't want to listen, they can go out and do what they want, regardless of like how they've been brought up. It's just the person themselves, if they decide to carry that on, to listen and stuff like that. But I'm glad I listened to my mom, because without her, I wouldn't be the person that I am. I'm just myself, you know, I keep to me. I just try and be nice, friendly, and lovely to people, and I work hard. I grind. I work as if tomorrow is the end day, like tomorrow's the deadline. I work so hard. I'm never stopping. I just keep going. I want my mom to be like, oh, Shan, wow, the last time I saw you, you were 17 years old. Now you're 24. You look at you. Oh God, mommy, are you excited to see me? I know you're watching this. And now that I found love, I've sorted myself out. I'm trying my best to, you know, make something of myself. I just feel grateful, and I'm just so thankful to God, and I'm so thankful to you lot for, you know, supporting me. I'm thankful to my mom for all her kind words, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just very thankful. There's so much to give God thanks for, you know. So yeah, I'm just thankful. And guys, trust me, don't let none of these things get you down, especially social media. You see all these people, yeah, well, most of them, yeah, this is their job. Their job is to create this perfect fantasy lifestyle so that you can go have a look at it and then want to do what they're doing. So like, don't watch that, watch your life. You don't have to be famous, you don't have to be popular to be important. Like, I think the people like the nurses, the doctors, the people who are studying bare hard in uni to like do something to change the world. Influencers change the world, but I just feel like sometimes all it is just about makeup, you know. But like, there should be other things that they can do to change the world, not just, oh, look what I'm wearing today type of thing. So that's why like I come on here with all these like topics, because it's real life and some people don't like to talk about it. Don't stress yourself, you know. It will come when it comes. Everything have their own time. Everybody has their own journey. Don't watch what nobody's doing. Don't beg up nothing from nobody, you know. Just be yourself, live your life, enjoy your life, you know. Be thankful and be happy and be blessed with everything that you have, and just keep it pushing and just hustle. That's hot. Hey, you know, I'm feeling myself a little bit cute today, you know. I just blacked this makeup look. I don't know what I'm doing, guys, but I saw this on someone on YouTube, so I thought let me put my own little spin on it and see what I want. Hey, me nearly done. 3 more things. The lipstick. So I'm using Sleek Gloss Me NYX Lingerie in the color Beauty Mark, and MUA brown pencil, and I'm just gonna do my lips.
I used to walk these roads with you. Can't remember the last time I went without
I'm hoping this comes out nice, you know. I'm just like praying as, oh my god, her hair let me down. Oh no. Nah, they ain't gonna let me down. They ain't never gonna let a good woman down, man. Come on now, man. Yes, honey. Homeless girl, what? Slay on a budget. So that is the final look. I look alright for a sick girl, right? But yeah.
Oh, and by the way, you know when they say that good things come to those who wait? That's not true. Good things come to those who chase, those who embrace the uncertainty of what they do, those who fight just to get through the hard times, those who run across a field of landmines without blinking an eye, those who aren't afraid to cry to get through the pain. You see, our tears are the avenue through which our souls are cleansed. They are the feather-light droplets of purity that carry with them the weight of the world. And what's more is that they remind us that it's okay to be afraid of what lies at the end of life's great endeavors. Because even though some things never change, some things can change you forever.